very sorry. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Graham Butler. I'm going to be supporting Doug Shepherd and the Bracknell Bees, with all the marketing for the... Who had that in the sweepstake? Who had that in the sweepstake? Already in the first few minutes of it. But yes, I'll be supporting Doug in all the marketing and a lot of the social work alongside Mark Denham and Andy Turner and Adrian Parsons on Bees TV. All the behind the scenes staff as well. My wife Kat is going to be involved. She's going to be helping with the marketing and merchandise as well. The story for me and ice hockey actually begins in this very rink. It was in 1996. I sat behind that goal and watched the puck disappear into my sister's knee in a warm-up. And I soon realised why no one was sat around us in the warm-up. But then throughout my childhood, I grew up 10 minutes down the road, or however long it takes to get down the A329 out of Woodley these days. And I came throughout my childhood here, and I came and supported this club. So to have the opportunity to come back here and have an opportunity to make a difference to this club is a great privilege. Because I know how great this club is. I know how important this club is in the Bracknell community. And so to have the opportunity to come on board, I'm very grateful for Doug for accepting my offer of coming in. And I hope you guys have seen over the past few weeks and few months, it's been incredibly hectic, but we are making a great big difference. You would have seen across social media yesterday with the brand new logo, the brand new jerseys. It's a really exciting time to be involved in this club. It's a really great opportunity. And I hope all of you are going to enjoy the journey with all of us off the ice as we try and take this club forward. This is your last night to guarantee your seat that you sat in last season. Now some of you are looking at me and going, but midway through the season, I got moved out of my seats. A few bits of laughter, that's normally the surprise for these events for me. I don't know if you've actually looked behind both ends of the rink, but you can actually see already a great investment from the Night Leisure Group in us. They believe in what we're doing. We said to them, we need netting behind the back of the goals. They've put it up. That means every seat in this building will be available for use next season. So those of you who got moved out your seats, you'll be able to return to them. Because I know, whether you've been a season ticket holder 1 year, or whether you've been a season ticket holder 31 years, you like the familiarity of your same seat. You like that place because it's your home away from home. So I'm really happy, and I think all of us behind the scenes, Doug, you will say to you, the most question he got asked all season, all the off season is my seat going to be available? It will be. And I'm really happy to say that. We've been able to bring that back for you guys. So, now, how many of you saw all the stuff on social media and the website yesterday with the new logos and the new jersey? Thoughts on it? How did you all feel about it? Good, that's nice to hear. Yeah, indeed. So 2 of the jerseys are already up here right now. I think it's fair to say with these jerseys, we want to move forward, we want a fresh start, we want to push forward. But at the same time, we do need to reach our hand back into the history of this club. There is an incredible history here in Bracknell, an incredible reputation going back over the years. So it's really important that as we drive forward, we reach back, we look back at the history, we reflect on all the achievement this club has done, and we bring it forward with us going forward. And I think with these jerseys, you saw people on social media yesterday going, this reminds me of Paxton Schulte, this reminds me of Dennis Chassé. These are what we're hoping to do. We're hoping that these guys who are coming in to play for your club this season, your town, are going to do justice and honour to these jerseys. It is a big thank you to Andy Turner for all his work on this, with the fantastic new logo, the fantastic jersey design. You've never seen so many combinations of colours at all, but the minute we came up with these designs, we knew they would work. To the point that actually we've already made one change to one of the jerseys that is actually alongside me. So the yellow underarms on the white jersey are actually going to be black. Because we looked at it, when it got printed and we went, that doesn't look quite right. Every other jersey has 2 colours on it. This one has got 3 with the white, black and the yellow. So we've decided we're going to make it black under the arms. If you disagree with us, please email in, because we may do a club vote to decide if you'd rather have yellow underarms or black underarms. But that is the direction. Again, we're listening to feedback and we're looking to take it forward and looking to see what we can do. because I'm sure all of you have seen the fantastic merchandise available on sale tonight. All of your key rings, all of your car jerseys, sockies, which are really important as well. We know that those go down really well. Soccer, hockey jerseys, so they're like t-shirts, etc. You've also got the replica jerseys that you can place your orders for tonight. The replica jerseys will be a little bit later as we agree all sponsorship packages to go on the jerseys. The replica jerseys will have them, the sockies will not. They will just be this traditional design, which I think is really key. Now also tonight you would have been attacked by our lovely season ticket team and our lovely merchandise team. You'd also been attacked by our school zone. Now, I can speak from experience here. Growing up in Woodley, I have many friends who said the first time they came and watched an ice hockey match was when they came and watched the Bracknell Bees on a school zone ticket. 20 years down the line, and that's made me feel quite old, I now have friends who also have their own kids who are now asking me, Graham, having heard I'm back involved, Graham, is there going to be people coming along to the Bracknell Bees and will have an opportunity to come into my school and they'll have an opportunity to get a school zone ticket and I can introduce my kids to ice hockey. Our team in the corner have done fantastic work. We've already been out to Hawkenden Primary School, we've already been out to Woodley CV doing the fates. We're doing great offers on our Learn to Play courses as well. So for example, if a kid shows interest, we're offering them 2 free sessions on the Learn to Play. One, because session number 1, they're probably going to fall over. Session number 2 means they'll actually learn how to play. And hopefully they'll become hooked in hockey for life. And hopefully they might be the next star player for the team. But we're also important about getting the fans in the door. So the great work that's going on, if you're interested, please speak to the schools team. Please sign up for the schools programme. We've got a variety of ticket deals going on. One of them is going to be if you're an adult in the school zone, you'll buy your ticket for £10 and you'll receive 2 free kids tickets to that match as well. All about bringing in new fans, new blood to this rink, because that's what's important. We're going to see loads of new fans come in this building. We want to make this a great atmosphere in here. We want to see so many fresh new faces come in and watch ice hockey for the first time, and then be fans for years and years and years. That's our dream, that's our ambition, that's what we want to do, and that's why the school zone is really important. Also on that front, we are going to be running a junior sponsorship programme. Louise, unfortunately, is not here tonight because she's somewhere a little bit cooler in Portugal, I believe, than this room. But Doug is going to be available tonight if you want to talk to him about junior sponsorship. We're just agreeing the final packages. It's a very budget-friendly deal, and it's really great to see how kids interact with the players when we hold events between them as well. So please keep your eyes out for that. That'll be coming up on the website. Sponsors then. I think it's been a really busy sort of 2 months. Doug had to sign a new team, recruit an off-ice staff, design jerseys, find merchandise. He's also been really busy out and around in the community, talking to sponsors, returning sponsors and new potential partners as well. One thing that's been fed back, and Doug has asked me to feed on to you guys, is when we talk about our sponsorship packages, people assume it's the absolute maximum. It's all the money in the world we're asking for. What I'm going to say to each and every one of you, some of you may own business, some of you may know people who own businesses, some of you may work for businesses that might be interested. There is something to suit every budget along it. You can start right down the bottom. Let's start with the own and loans. They're £100. But you can put your company name on the back of a jersey, and that then becomes your intro. Say you want to take a step up, you can look at a player sponsorship, which will include match night announcements and variety of other benefits as well. But you might look at the player sponsorship and go, you know what, we actually quite fancy a player sponsorship and a rink board. Or Doug will be able to do you an unbelievable deal on that. Because the thing is, I think people just look at it and go, you're only looking for the platinum, you're only looking for the gold, you're only looking for the title. We've got something for every budget. And the thing is, if you call up Doug and you ask to speak to Doug, Doug will look to do you a deal that suits your budget. It's not just a case of, this is it, we want all your money. It's not like that at all. We will look to make unbelievable deals for partners, because one of the things we want to do here in Bracknell, we really want to reach out to our corporate partners and make them feel part of a Bees corporate community. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be holding network events before certain games for all Bees sponsors, where you'll have an opportunity to come in and meet all the other sponsors as well, because we want to put our hand back into all these sponsors who have so gratefully and so happily come on board to support us here in Bracknell. Just to roll through some of our returning platinum partners, I think it's really important that we do recognise these sponsors. Delighted to say that Berkshire Cycles are back on board. Chris Riley coming on board has been a long-time partner here in Bracknell. Really great to see that the Berkshire Cycles name will once again be behind the club. I know a lot of you will know Paul Newbury. He's been a long-time corporate partner. Last season he was here under Swift to Go. This season he'll be supporting us as part of the Tofu Company. I'll say that again, the Tofu Company. The thing about them is they're a national brand. It's not very often that when you're an ice hockey club club, not Bracknell, any club in this country gets a national brand involved with your club. So I'm delighted to say that Paul's Tofu Company are coming on board alongside Daisy's Inn, which I know he's also got a hand in. So it's really great to be welcoming them back to the family. Popular one amongst each and every one of you, Blue Smokehouse, once again coming back on board. We're really grateful for them hosting the event when Doug and it's fine, but it was a really great night. I'm sure you'll agree. I know they do a great thing for each and every one of you as well. One of the most important ones for me, and one of the biggest challenges that you ever have when you're running an ice hockey team, is getting cars for your players. Delighted to say Fiat Thames once again back on board. 2 Bracknell Bees cars will be buzzing around town. I can get away with that one, maybe. We're running to the end of those ones. But it's really great to see Thames Fiat back on board for yet another year, getting those cars out. Crowthorne Insurance, we're also delighted to welcome them back. Now, earlier on I mentioned about how we want to reach out to our business partners. It's as much as we as a club reaching out to our business partners as each and every one of you in this building. So, for example, with Crowthorne Insurance, we've all got car insurance, home insurance, potentially business insurance, travel insurance, and plenty of options. What I would ask and what I would beg you to do, next time you get a renewal form in, give Crowthorne Insurance a call. Say you're a Bracknell Bees fan. Say the reason you're calling them is because you are a Bracknell Bees fan. And they'll look to do you a deal. And also a fantastic brand new platinum partner, Mark Evans and Hire Direct. It's a great one. Hire Direct coming on board for us guys. Again, already showing that we're reaching out into the Bracknell community and companies are wanting to come on board. Companies are wanting to come and support this club. So it's really great to see them. And finally, I need to take a sip of water before this one. Apologies. Now, you might remember that when we were in Blue Smokehouse, Richard got on the microphone and he turned around to us and he said, we're looking at making more improvements in the rink. We're looking at having an investment come from the Night Leisure Group company. We just need to make something come off. Now, if I said to you that the netting was no longer a problem here in this rink, what's the biggest problem in this rink at the moment? Good panto crowd. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. The scoreboard. We all know it's been a problem for many years. Thanks to some fantastic work by Gary Skeggs from AVSS, I'm delighted to say that we will be installing a video screen board in the middle of the rink. 4 video screens will go all the way around the centre of the rink. That's great news. I'm not going to look at Andy Turner and Adrian Parsons right now because they're probably thinking about all the work they're going to have to do to fill that screen full with videos and various other graphics as well. But this is huge. This is a game changer for this club. This is thanks to AVSS and Gary for all their work in coming on board with this. This is thanks to the Nike Group for backing us, for believing in what we're trying to do here. We want to change this match night experience here. This is one way we can do it. 1, we have all the seating open in this building. 2, you're going to have a scoreboard that you can see throughout the game. 3, it's going to have video interaction on it as well. It improves this club no end. And it's all happened in a very short space of time thanks to some very great corporate partners that we're delighted to welcome on board. I can't wait to see it. I'm like an excited little schoolboy when I got told about this, that there's a possibility we're going to have a video board up in the middle of this rink. I couldn't believe it. Because I can remember that scoreboard being up here in 1997 and sometimes it didn't work then. So I can't imagine those of you who've been here year after year after year. It's going to be really great to see that video board up there. So it's thanks to AVSS, thanks to Gary for all his work. It's going to be really good. Just some other sponsors I'm just going to roll through returning for us. Frank's The Traditional Barbers, The Money Guardian, Maidenhead Aquatics, the Coppage Beach Hotel, Beyond the Download, the Fourth Room and Alive ICT. It really is a great list of sponsors. It's a great starting point for each and every one of us here. And as I say, we're going to look to do more work with our sponsors. We're going to look to do a networking event. All I do, I would get down on my hands and knees, but I probably wouldn't get back up. Please visit these sponsors. If you've ever got an opportunity to use one of the Bracknell sponsors, please go in. Please say that you're a Bracknell Bees fan. Please just support your club. I know you do it every week by turning up here and making a noise. Please do it in the community. Please do it in the business as well. It's really important. Talking about the match night experience here, we've got to look at a variety of ways in which we want to improve. And one thing that has always been a problem, no matter what sport you're in, is programs, is match night programs. You would have seen the English Football League announce this year that they no longer have to make a program for every home match in football. Biggest sport in the country, but because they're not selling enough, because they're not being able to make enough profit or being able to actually turn something into profit, they've actually been told you don't need to make a program for each and every match. We're going to trial something here in Bracknell, please don't shoot me. We're going to trial two things. First of all is a fold-out match night sheet. On one side will be a great big poster for all the kids to collect. On the other side we'll have your information, like your score sheet, like your fixtures, like your team lists. That's important. We know that that's very important for fans who come in on a week by week by week basis. It will be incredibly cheap, it will be incredibly good for us to produce, it will be something great to collect. We've seen other sports trial it and it's gone down really well. We're hoping it will do the same here. Hand on heart, if it doesn't work, we will switch back. We will go back to a match night programme. I can guarantee you that. But we want to try. We want to try and be different here. And this is how we can first see it. Now, for those of you who still want that longer written word, and I can see some eyes telling me, we will produce a monthly magazine for the club. Now, this will look at things like all your club news, interviews with players, but also a little bit wider. For those of you who don't know, I come from a sports journalism background. I'm looking at recruiting writers from within our community who will come and do us. We'll come and talk about different things, not only ice hockey, about other sport as well, because we want to make it a really cool thing. We'll make it something that is printed out, but we'll also make it something that is available as a PDF. I know some of you still mourn the death of power play. We're looking to fill that gap as well. Well, I know some of you probably even mourn the death of the Ice Hockey News Review, but that's a different story. So yeah, indeed, we're trying to be different, we're trying to evolve, we're trying to do new things. What we need to do it though is volunteers. Now, I know some of you rolling your eyes at volunteers, he said the V word, don't do that. What I'll say about volunteers, it doesn't have to be like some people who are donating hours and hours and hours of their time to this club to make it tick. If you can now donate an hour or 2 hours to do something, if you've got a skill that none of us has got at the moment, at the end of the day, we're not the brightest people in the world, but well, Adrian probably would disagree with me, but we're not the brightest people in the world. And the thing is, sometimes you might have a skill that we can use for an hour a week or an hour a month that actually is going to help us build and help us grow as a club. So please, if you have got any skills, if you have got a little bit of time, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, if you just want to sell 50-50 on a match night, if you want to sell shirt off the player's back, if you want to sell puck and chuck a puck, if you want to help sell merchandise, it'll be fantastic. Because one thing we're going to have is the merchandise stall is going to be moving downstairs into the shop downstairs where the previous Leisure World shop is. Doug is also going to be opening a skate shop in there as well, which is really good, really important for us here in the community. So if you've got any ice hockey or skating needs, you'll be able to come to the rink, purchase sticks, purchase equipment, purchase skates, and you'll also be able to buy Bracknell Bees merchandise constantly. And I think that's a really good thing for us here in the community. That will be launched in around about August. Doug's got about a list about an arm long that we just keep chopping off and then something else comes in. It'll be really good when that opens up, and I can't wait to see it open up. We obviously all know what Jamie Crapier and what Matt Cote did for this club. They're the greatest legends that we've ever seen. As a result, their names and their numbers are adorned on the wall forever. But there's sometimes guys that are just a little step below that. They've not quite reached the jersey retirement level. Yet somehow they get completely forgotten about sometimes in the history of a club. We want to change that. We want to reflect on those players who may have only been here for a short while but scored plenty of points. We want to reflect on those players who may have been here a long while and made a real impact in the community. We also want to reflect upon those people who have helped build this club. Those volunteers who have given up hours and days and weeks and months, and if you actually added it all together, it would make what you do for a club feel really inconsiderate compared to what they did. That is why I'm delighted to announce that we will be launching a Bracknell Bees Walk of Honour upstairs here in the hospitality suite, where we will reflect on all these people who have made great achievements, who have been an outstanding contribution to the community, who have made a real difference to this club. I can announce tonight as well who the first inductee is, and I don't think it will surprise anybody in this building. The first inductee onto the Bracknell Bees Walk of Honour will be John Nike, and I think it's very important we do that in their Rinky bill. We all know, I could probably go around the room, stick the mic out, you'll all tell me a John Nike story. We haven't got time for that, we've got the own and loan draw still to come. But I think it's very important that we do reflect on everything that John did for this club, in building this club. I know Doug and Stuart and the directors have all been reaching out to Sue and the family. We are hoping to welcome them into a game at the start of the season, where we will be presenting them with an honour on the ice. He will also then receive the family will receive a poster plaque that will take place forever in the hospitality suite, and it will be up there forever for everyone to see. And the thing about this Walk of Honour is, It's not a one-year thing, it's not a one-season wonder, it's nothing like that at all. We want this to be something that goes on for years and years and years. And it's at this moment, I need your help. I could come up with a list of players, but a lot of them are a little bit older. You guys have been around this club for years. You guys have your favourites. You guys have those players who made the ultimate achievement for this club and made the ultimate sacrifices, and also those volunteers who gave up time and time and effort. What I'd like, and we're going to do, we'll come out on the website, is that we will be launching a fan vote for the next people to be inducted on it, whether they are as players or whether they are as builders. And it's not just going to be, here's a list of every player that ever played for Bracknell, who do you want out of all of those? What we want to do is make you guys be interactive with it. Ideally looking for maybe 100 to 200 words. If you want to write an essay, please do. I'll enjoy reading it at least. I want to hear why you think a player or a person should be nominated to be on the Walk of Honour. We're going to look to add more as the season goes on. We're going to look to add more in the years to come as well. I think it's a fantastic thing. There's not many clubs that do this around. I think, again, as we mentioned, we're looking to push forward. We're looking to make that fresh start. But we do need to reach that hand back. We do need to go into the history of the club and bring it with us. And I believe the Bracknell Bees Walk of Honour does exactly that. And I can't wait to see it in action. I think it's going to be brilliant. I think it's going to be great. Right then, time for the own and loan. Oh, no. Oh, I knew I'd do this. I knew I'd forget something. I knew I'd absolutely forget something. Doug only told me about 2 minutes before I walked up here. He said, I want to give them a little treat. He's got one more signing for you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the Bracknell Bees, James Galaxy! And as you can see, James, you might have been wondering where the gold jersey had gone. We had kept it a little bit quiet and turned around as well. I think what's really cool as well, within the numbers, you can actually see the old Bracknell Bees logo as well in there. So again, reaching back to the past. James, welcome back. Great reaction for you.
Yeah, it's really good. Thank you.
What does it mean to be back here this season? Because obviously there's a lot of change going on with behind the scenes and also on the ice as well. You can see there's a buzz about the building. Fans are quite excited. It must feel great to be part of it.
Yeah, it does. It means everything. It's no secret. I love this club. You know, so it's great to be back, and you know, with all the change going on this year, it's a great year to be a part of.
Great, James. And what is your one message for the fans this season who might be still umming and erring about buying a season ticket?
Just get on board. It's going to be exciting. You know, we all want change, and you know, it's going to be good to be challenging the top end. So get on board.
Ladies and gentlemen, your final signing for the 2018-19 season, James Galaxy.